This is lab 3 of DC circuits, where I'm going to show you why I built this circuit, how I built this circuit, and what goes into it. So, first question, why? Well, it's for my class, but it's to teach us how a relay works, why it works, and how do photocell works, and what are these components? Well, a relay is a small little box that has 2 power inputs and 2 outputs and 1 ground. Okay, well, this tells us something, but not much. Well, this is power right here, our first one, and it goes through a coil to our ground. We also have this other power input, which goes straight to our lights. So we have a little normally open, normally closed switch. So at all times, without power, it's going to be on our normally closed. But with power going through it straight to our ground, it's going to be on the normally open. But if we have power going through it, and then we push another button down here that stops the electricity going through, keeps the electricity going through, it's going to go to our normally closed, because now it's going to be open, because it's pulling a switch. So that's how it works. I mean, it's something simple, but now we see it on here. It looks a little more weird. I mean, we understand it. We have our input for power, for lights, and our coil right here. Okay, that's pretty simple, but what about our outputs over here? Well, because we're on 3.3 volts, I accidentally burnt up a couple LEDs somehow, and don't know how. But what's happening here is that we have output to a 220 ohm resistor going to a blue LED going to our ground. Right here. Output to our resistor to our light, straight to ground. But there's a black straw, and what's that? It's a photoresistor. It's a photocell. And what it does is that you have to send it a little extra electricity for the new light, because there's no free power into it. I mean, you might get something, but that's about it, right? So what's happening here? Well, the black straw is meant to keep no light, okay? Because there's light in the room. So if we always had the photocell out, it'd always be reading on. But right now it's reading off because our LED is off. So when it sees light, it's going to be an on switch. So it's going to turn on this. And that's what's happening up here. Okay, our LED is on because of our normally closed switch. So it's sending power through it to our resistor to this, which is now our photocell is open, which then sends to our yellow light. But if we push our button, our blue one is turning on, which means our green light over here is also turning on. You can also hear the relay switching. So that's basically what's happening. It's just a simple little circuit, you know? Yeah.